when we look at these two golf swings, the first thing we talked about was, adding some knee flex. We also talked about holding the golf club, making sure that we had all of those fingers wrapping around the club. I'm going to pull up an example here for you. Okay? So this gentleman's using the interlock, and when he takes that right hand, you can see these three fingers are on the club. When he closes it, he covers the thumb there with the palm of his right hand, and you can see how those fingers allow him, he's holding with these two, and then it allows himself to wrap these around to create this sensor. The thumb and the forefinger are going to create a sensor that tells him where the golf club is. And for you, we noticed that especially when you were done your swing, that you were almost gripping like a baseball bat by the time you were done. Part of that is strength, finger strength. As that gets better, so will the position of the grip and its consistency through the swing. Okay. My recommendation too, you've got some pretty long fingers there. Might need to beef those grips up a little bit, going from a standard size to a mid-size. So we can actually take those grips off and actually build them up with tape because they're still in pretty good shape. But if you were to regrip them, you would want to go with a mid-size grip, a grip that's not quite as small as standard, but a little bit bigger than.
And this is standard.
That is standard, yes. So we'd want to kind of bring you up to the next step. Okay. So let's go back to that swing. We'll draw that blue line on here. Actually, we'll make it yellow. That's fine, so we know it earlier and later. So as we swing here, I'm going to bring both of the golf clubs back. The swing at the right there, you notice how we're actually can't really see it from this angle, but we're starting to lose some of the reverse pivot and tilt that you were getting. But our goal here was one thing, and that was to get the golf club to move in the right direction. You can see in that swing on the right that it's working right down the blue line, where the swing on the left is pulling way across it. The swing on that right, you can also see how your hands are now rolling and rotating through. Right now it's a little late, okay? That's why you have really good path here in the swing on the right. That golf club swinging from the inside out, which is exactly something that you wanted to learn today. And this is a great drill for you. So, you can do this drill around the house. You could do this also when you go to the range. Take a cardboard box and build a wall straight back behind the golf ball. So if the golf ball's sitting on that red line, you'd put the golf ball right on that line there. You would swing to the inside, missing the bag coming back, and then as you were coming through, you'd swing through, missing it again. If your golf shots happen to kind of stay out to the right now, they're certainly going to have more pop. But secondly, if you started to roll those hands and square the club face a little bit more, that would allow you to hit the golf ball a lot straighter. And this is essentially what happens when we swing a baseball bat. When we swing a baseball bat, what happens to the bat? It's square to the pitcher for a split second. So we don't have to time the pitch coming in. The ball's always there. We've got to make sure that we square the club face, which is that little white line on the bottom groove on your golf club. That's your baseball bat. So by squaring that, that's going to allow you, as you swing from the inside out, to have more whip and more power. So by swinging to the inside out, I had you think that you were swinging to the corner of the room. Obviously, you're not. It feels like you are. But we also had that sensor there, that golf bag. So again, you could use a big box. You could have anything there that would be about maybe 2.5 feet back from the golf ball. And you kind of build that wall. I know I've had some people who use the tour sticks, the physical white fiberglass driveway stakes. Only thing with those is if you catch them too good, they might shatter, and I certainly don't want to see you get some fiberglass splinters. So using the bag, and you can see here, swinging from the inside out, that allows you, and I'm going to leave your hands right there as they come up over the shoulders. You can see as you swing here how the golf club is working around your body, but it's sort of like you've been jammed with the pitch. You're short arming it. Now you have here in the swing on the right what we call extension, and that's why the golf club comes through higher as you finish. So I'm going to use an example here. I'm going to use Ian. As he swings the golf club, as do you. Good position of the golf clubs at the top. You can see how he's able to drive his hips more. That's something that you haven't been able to do because when you're pulling the golf club into you, you can't move your hips. So that's another thing that you're going to start to be able to do. But I want you to notice here as he swings, he's swinging out in the direction of the target, and then his golf club works to the left, just like yours did. So the number one thing for you to get comfortable with is swinging that golf club to what is the right corner of the room. Okay? If you're playing golf and you're aiming at 150 flag or down the middle of the fairway, you've got to feel like you're swinging to the right field foul line. Okay? As you rotate the club face to hit it straight over the pitcher, over the center fielder, and right out of the park. Work with grip, holding the golf club, and work with the path swinging out to the right corner of the room.